Hello, I'm Rick Cunningham with Cunningham Law. Today, I would like to talk about why I practice estate, tax, and business law. Cunningham Law is a business law, estate planning, and tax matters firm whose mission is to help businesses and families keep more of what is theirs. So, how did I get into the field of estate planning? Well, it started out when I was young. In my 20s, I had moved closer to my grandparents, and my grandfather started to have some health issues. We were the family that was closest. So I was the one who drove him to a CPA, drove him to his estate planning attorney, and also helped him with some of the banking matters. And since I was present, I learned quite a bit. I learned about the estate tax. I learned about powers of attorney. I learned about wills and trusts and why you want a trust. And I learned about such things as credit shelter trusts and estate tax exemptions. When it came to their dispositive provisions, I was asked to leave the room, but I did learn quite a bit about the general process, and I was fascinated with it. In fact, I was working at a bank during some of this time, so I was already interested in financial matters. Well, when the health continued to deteriorate, a family member tried to intervene. They thought they knew what was better for my grandparents than what they had put down in their documents. My family member said they didn't care what the document said, that he knew what was better. Well, that prompted me to draft a letter in response. Thought it would be better than talking to him on the phone, which is what I always recommend my clients to do. And before I sent it, I thought I should have an estate attorney look at it. So I set up an appointment with an estate attorney in Seattle. He looked at it and he asked me who was the other attorney who had drafted this. And I told him that I had. And he suggested that I go to law school. Well, luckily, we were able to work all this out. My family member and I were able to talk and communicate, and it actually brought us closer together. But it really put into me a drive to make sure that people's wishes are followed. So it's important for me to have everything in their documents listed, to know what my client's needs are, and have it there. So when something does happen, someone else cannot change or what they are doing. So why do I do estate planning? Well, it's to help families create the future they want for themselves and their families. Well, I was going to law school. I had been working at a bank, and I had understood the need for businesses and how important financial aspects were. When I was a teenager, I worked at my father's bookstore, so I understood about inventory and looking at the balance sheets and how important it was to keep your books in order. I also understood how important it was to make sure you minimize your expenses, to lower your taxes. So the business law aspect and the estate planning and tax all came together, and it made sense. So that is how I came into all three areas. In law school, I took an additional year in tax and got what was called an LLM in tax, or a Master's of Law in tax. That meant that after I graduated from law school, I had another year of tax training. And it was invaluable. I learned quite a bit. The part of that I enjoy about it is tax law is always changing. Whenever Congress meets, there's always some changes to the tax law. And that allows you to have a deeper proficiency and understanding of what the strategy is for clients. And you always have to stay afloat. And it keeps you challenging, and it's nice to stay up to speed on these things. So my advanced degree in tax is a great assistance to business owners. I can talk with their CPAs. I can talk the same language. I don't prepare tax returns, but I help structure business formations and entities in a way that is tax efficient. In addition, I can make sure that those business owners have their business entities held in their trust so they can avoid probate. And if they have sufficient enough assets, we also do some further advanced estate tax planning to help reduce the amount that goes to the government at their death. So if you want to learn more about how I can help you for your individual needs, I offer 30-minute free consultations. If you'd like to take advantage of that, just click the Contact Us link on my website, put in your information, and I look forward to meeting you. Thank you.